Hey, what's up, everybody?
What's up, everybody? Doing the pre-stream.
Yeah, we wanted to start the stream and make sure everything's running. So check some audio and we'll check some chats. Hello in the chat room.
Hello, hello.
Good morning, Stuff with Kirby. He is asking if this week's episode will be 3 times the length to make up for the last 2 weeks.
Yes,
we've been out for 2 weeks.
There's a bunch of prints piling up.
Prints are piling up. Sound is off completely, he said.
Ooh, good thing
Hello?
we checked this.
Really?
Hello, hello.
Uh-oh. Oh, wait, no, he redacted. Cool.
Whoops.
Yeah, I was hoping that that the audio wouldn't be a problem. Hey, I see this, Pedro. I'll do the remove or whatever. There you go. Cool. Thanks, Curb.
Yes, please comment your gibberish so we can
Yeah.
quickly ban you.
Yes, please. All right, so I need to go live on Facebook then, because
Hello, Arturo.
cool. It seems to be working. The updated persistent stream key. That's
Hello,
real nice.
Gabe.
Hello.
Nico.
Do some camera switching real quick. We got that overhead face cam. That's the side cam. That's
Hello.
it. 3 cameras. There's that one.
I almost chopped off my finger
Yeah.
opening up the acrylic door on the Ultimaker.
Acrylic is sharp. Check out my new mug from Nervous System. It's a 3D printed mug. And ceramics.
Super
Well,
cool.
the mold is 3D printed. And it's casted in what is it made out of?
It's porcelain, I think.
Porcelain? Yeah. It's nice, microwavable, safe, and all that.
It is missing a handle though, so it does get a little
It
hot.
gets a little hot, yeah. I like it though. It's got some really fun shapes. That's my coffee cup. I got 2 of them, a black one and a seafoam.
Gabe's great gadget to say make a PC. We have made a PC. It was a Raspberry Pi PC, but
Yes.
I still define it as a PC.
Totally a PC. It's a personal computer.
Yeah, some laptops, some tablets,
Little Pi pewters.
little Pi pewters.
Should I play the clip from New York? While we wait? Because we might not have time when it starts. So we were over at New York and we visited HQ for like 10 minutes because we were mainly there for vacation. It was really, really fun. Had a great time. We got to get a close look at the tester. This is Dana Wall, who works at Adafruit doing manufacturing. And this is Grand Central. So we got to see the first panel of the Grand Central. We're looking at some of the quirky issues that can come up whenever a new product is spun up. So taking a look at the Grand Central, looked a close look at the assembly line. Got a nice peek inside the assembly line. I had a nice chat with Dano and Andy, who run the assembly.
Yeah, the main question you had is how do you convert, or how do you take the EagleCAD files
Yeah.
and orient, lay them out?
Yeah, so we're
with
talking
all
about a lot of little details and things. Got to, of course, see the puppets. Super fun time. We're already planning our next trip. Because again, we didn't get to stay too long. I got to miss out on meeting up with all the New Yorkers that we've grown to know and admire. But I had a lot of fun on Ask Engineer last week, and it's replaying. Very cool. Wish we got more footage.
I know, I forgot the 360, forgot to do a walk around.
Yeah. When you're in the moment, it's a little bit difficult to capture it.
There's stuff going
People
around.
are like, oh, just enjoy the moment. Now I did, and I didn't get to capture it with all my cameras. Interesting, the Wirecast is like hitting red.
Wow.
It must be from the updated bitrate that I set. Yeah, what is the Unisphere? I didn't even look that up, but Kirby was saying you got to check out Unisphere. We got to do some of the common things like Rockefeller. We did Top of the Rock.
Park.
We went to a lot of, yeah, Central Park was a lot of fun.
Looks like it's a Queens Museum. Is this in Queens?
We did hit up the Intrepid Museum, which is a lot of
this
fun.
thing? Oh, by Maker Faire?
Oh yeah,
we
in
were
Queens. Yeah, we were too
far
far
away
away.
for that.
We really stayed in the
That's
Soho
actually why
area.
I didn't like going down there, because every time I go down there, it's for Maker Faire, and we have to get 2 hotels, one close to the office and then one further away over by Flushings.
Yeah.
I don't like going over by
but
Flushings.
this trip was really good. It was so relaxing.
Stayed in the city. Everything was nice and close.
Yeah. Yeah, it was really fun. Even the weather was okay.
Yeah, we've been the World Maker Faire, which is mainly why we have not gone back. We've gone to way too many of those.
Yep.
Yeah, we
it's
have
fun
photos.
when you don't have to film.
Yeah, we have photos in front of the
in front of it.
The uni
yeah,
thing.
it's super cool. Especially when they do the Diet Coke thing or what a Mentos Coke show at the end. The finale. Pretty sweet though. Very cool trip.
Yeah, I think it was. What is that? Maker. No. Rep Rap. Midwest, right? Is it Midwest Rep Rap?
Yeah.
Nah. When you see 3D printers all day and make your projects as your work, it's like, I don't want to see that stuff anymore.
I think it's great. It's just, yeah, we'll see. The back of Men in Black, yep. Alright, well, I guess we can start the show now.
Let's go ahead. Curtains.
Beep, beep, beep.
Excellent.
Hey, what's up everybody? Welcome back to another 3D Hangouts. My name is Noah Ruiz. I'm a designer here at Adafruit, and joining me every week is my brother Pedro.
What's going on, everybody? I'm Pedro, creative tech here at Adafruit, and every week we come to share 3D printed projects featuring electronics from Adafruit.
That's right, this is where we combine 3D printing and DIY electronics to make inspirational projects. Welcome back everybody. Happy New Year. It is 2019.
Woo!
Hope everyone had a great and festive break or time off. If not, hope you're doing well. Let's start off the show with today's coupon code, FruitWork. So you want to pick up anything in the Adafruit shop, you can get 10% off. Use the coupon code FruitWork. And, as a company of that, we have freebie deals. So if you go to adafruit.com/free, you can see all the deals that are going on. We are giving away stuff. If you spend some money with us, we'll give you some more stuff. The new addition is these lovely PCB coasters that are just a work of art. They're really awesome. Different characters are there. We even have a little 3D printed Ninja Flex bumper.
Yep. There you go.
There you go. So you got some really awesome artwork.
You do get randomized artworks.
Yeah. So it's kind of a mystery, whichever one you get.
We are going to be eventually releasing these as a project.
The bumpers,
standalone.
yeah. You come with a coaster and these little rubber feet, which also work well. But you could also purchase these too if you want.
Double-sided.
They're in collaboration with Boldport.
And you have another one right over there.
Yeah.
Just like showing off the awesome design for these.
Yep, so for $99 or more, when you spend $99 or more, you get a free Permaproto half size. For orders that are $149 or more, you get that free PCB coaster. One of the 5 or 4, I believe. And then for $200 or more, you get all that plus free shipping in the continental USA. That's with UPS ground. And for orders that are $299 or more, you get all that plus a free Circuit Playground Express. So that means if you buy like a printer, you get free stuff and free shipping. Very good deals. Head on over to adafruit.com/free for all the details. And here's a lovely photo of the UPS truck. Same day delivery. That's an awesome option for the fine folks in New York City. They can get that same day delivery option when you check out. CircuitPython meetings happen every Monday at 2 p.m. You can join in on our Discord server. The Discord server is open 24/7. Over 3,000 members. Thank you guys for joining, and many more to join, I think. So Discord is where the party's at. If you want to get some project help, share your project with the world, or again, sit in on that CircuitPython meeting, you can do so. Gets published every Monday around 3 p.m. because I think that's when it ends on YouTube. So you can always subscribe to the playlist as well. The newsletter, Adafruitdaily.com is the newsletter. We are coming out with some really awesome Circuit Python on hardware. Python on hardware is the newsletter. Very fun one. And we also have 3D printing as well. So check those out. You got to opt in for those if you want to get a daily dose of Adafruit. Once a week, we do this thing called the newsletter. Newsletter. This one is product focused. So if you just want to see what all the new products are from Adafruit, you can check out that. That's adafruit.com/newsletter. If you got maker skills and you want to pay some bills with those skills, and you want to see, what's going on in the employment world, go to jobs.adafruit.com. Sign up. It's free. If you're an employer, you can create a job posting, or if you are an individual maker, you can post a profile with all of your super elite hacker skills and things. So check that out. Jobs.adafruit.com. It's an easy link. I just made it sound hard. That's pretty much the housekeeping stuff. I think we got all that out. We're going to jump into this week's project. This week it's a very different project. This week's our Adventure Time coffee cup lamp. This is a fun one.
Yeah, so this is about a year in the works in terms of partnerships, being able to get the assets for this, getting Microsoft and Cartoon Network to agree on some really cool projects.
Exactly.
For students, kids, everybody.
Yeah.
That you want to inspire to get into coding and arts and crafts.
So this Monday at CES, the folks over at Cartoon Network announced a partnership with Microsoft and Adafruit, us. So we're coming up with some cool project ideas that use some of the characters and IP from some really fun shows like Adventure Time, Steven Universe, We Be Bears.
We Be Bears, you got
Bears.
Ben 10.
Ben 10. So if you want to check that out, we have a blog post right on the homepage of Adafruit.com, and here's the blog post from Microsoft themselves. They also came up with some cool projects using the Circuit Playground. This is the crown from the Ice King. A lot of crafty things. So if you are an individual that works with kind of education or coming up with curriculums, this would be an interesting way to kind of get interactive coding and fun crafting into the education space. That's really the goal for this project, to get kids inspired to program and come up with some cool project ideas. So there's a couple of them that they already have here, again using all of the different IP from Cartoon Network. Here's BMO Music Box. Here's that book from Adventure Time. And Finn's Lamp. We got a Jake the Dog project that looks like Jake the Dog. Very fun, just household items, Circuit Playground. You can make a lot of fun different things. So check that blog post out if you want to read more about it. But for now, we're going to jump into our Learn Guide and see what this project is about. So with your Circuit Playground Express, you can do lots of different things. This is a lamp that has capacitive touch pads that when you touch the little pads, they change colors. It's just a cup. It's just a coffee cup that we got from the dollar store or whatever. And then you can use things like copper tape to expand the touch pads on the Circuit Playground Express. So that's really all you need. You need Circuit Playground, battery pack, and some tape. Some copper tape. Luckily, we have the Circuit Playground in stock. Now that the holidays are all kind of rested, we are getting like 97.8% of stuff is in stock right now, which is excellent. So we got that. We got the battery pack. Maybe we'll come out with a kit of some sort. But we also have some other things like conductive nylon fabric tape that you could use. It's another great option. It's actually a cheaper option too. Anything else you want to say about it?
I think that's it.
Yeah.
Nicely adaptable. You can be used as a nightlight. One of the projects I saw with the Arkansas school district is they were using this as a sound-activated nightlight. And this is just a nice little fun way to hone in your crafting skills while you are programming. Some cool colors on there. Conductive tape is used to just change the type of colors and the animations on there. Just using MakeCode so kids can experiment and have some fun building like a nice little scene, which is one of the things that we always see Gavin my 5-year-old do, is always making like nice little scenes with paper cutouts or drawing these out. So these are excellent for really sparking that creativity and getting them to get inspired with coding.
Yeah, you said it. Also, just added, reminded me of like going to Wendy's. It's a fast food restaurant, and getting those little toys. They're literally just paper doll scenes now. You got one over there?
Chilling on the floor here.
It's really kind of relative, because that's a really inexpensive way. Check this out. This is from Wendy's. So imagine kind of making this interactive.
Dioramas.
Yeah, so this is from Wendy's. It's a set your stage. This is the name of the series. Very, very fun. This is exactly what we're trying to do, but add some electronics to it, interactivity to it, programming, some science, some tech. EAM.
Yeah,
the
coolest thing about this was getting the Cricut to get the outlines perfectly, so we can cut these out to create the nice little 3D
easily switch that out then, right? Yeah, so this is cool. Our smart vinyl cutter, they go for a couple $100. So if you're again in education, see if you got a budget for one, because they're really, really useful. Cuts all sorts of different materials. This was printed on a regular 2D printer, and then you slap it on the kind of mat, the sticky mat, and then the cutting head has a camera, so it knows where to cut. So it makes these precise cuts. Look at the crown on the Princess Bubblegum. It actually works out really well.
So of course you could do this with you know, just regular scissors, but to get these precise little tiny details, so impressive on the fine.
And the speed of it is super fast. So you can cut this thing out in like 5 minutes, do a whole batch for your class, and you get some really high quality cutouts.
Check out how crazy thin this little umbrella is that I was able to cut out.
It's pretty nice, yeah. So this is all just paper. Did you layer it up?
No, this is actually a little bit thicker. It's like stock. Yeah, it's like cardstock paper. You definitely want to use that. The smaller stuff, like just regular paper, might start to like deform and bend over just because of how thin it is. Once you print ink on it, it does start to like fold.
Get wrinkly.
And lose its shape.
Yeah, very cool though. All of these assets are available to download from their website, Cartoon Network. Or you can use your own characters or use stickers and stuff. Cut them out yourself.
Yeah, stickers out of this would be pretty cool as well. Take a look in the inside. It's super simple construction. It's just the copper tape that's leading back onto the pads. And then in MakeCode, we just have it change color when one of the pads are touched.
Yeah. So we'll take a jump back into the Learn Guide as we cover all that. So you can, this is kind of geared towards educators, but if you are just a singleton, you want to work on it, you can do that as well. So the first thing in the code page, we walk you through setting up MakeCode for CircuitPython Express. Really, really easy, just 3 steps. Just get into the bootloader mode and drag and drop a UF2 file onto your CPlay boot drive. You can also have a link to the code, or you can kind of write it yourself. Very, very simple, very easy to do. As far as the circuit diagram, it's laughably easy. We have just some copper tape, so you can use any of the pads really that use CapTouch, but we got these right here on the side. And that's it. Battery pack plugs directly into the JST port, and that's really it. There's an on and off switch directly on the battery pack, so you just turn it on and off that way, or you can power it through the USB cable on your laptop. When it comes to assembly, we show you how to cut out.
We do provide the templates for cutting out the little window part inside of the cup. So you can download the SVG for that. You can modify that based on your cup size. This is for a standard 12-ounce coffee cup. And we also have the SVGs with the cutouts if you want to get all of the characters cut out on the vinyl cutter. It might be a little bit difficult with some scissors, but you should be able to get that done with an X-Acto. We have all those files there. Just a quick little tip on getting the little 3D pop-out effect, which we saw with the some of the Christmas cards that we got. Yeah. Super simple. You're just bending a small little piece of cardboard and place it in on there. It'll give you that nice little 3D effect.
Yeah, they pop out on the scene.
Yeah, which is I think one of the coolest things you can do with something that's like you know, so simple. It's 2D. Why not make it pop out? Give it a little bit more life.
It's pretty easy to do. All right, so we got that. Now constructing the lid, a little bit of copper tape here. There's already a sippy hole where you sip from. That can just kind of route your JST cable through that little hole. And that way you can fit on the outside there.
Using double stick to adhere the CPX to the lid, and then you can just cut away if you want to continue to use your USB cable to experiment with different animations and effects.
Yeah, real easy to cut this material too.
This should take about a half hour in your classroom to do. Super easy project with a lot of experimentation for the students in terms of the colors. Of course, you have sound and all that as well. And a little bit later, we'll actually show how to attach a little amplifier to it with not MakeCode, but with CircuitPython. You can get some really cool audio out of it. You have a nice amount of space to store on there.
Sweet.
One of the first projects to kick off in partnership. There will be more. They have some ideas for 3D printing some projects. Definitely want to point to one of the first ones we actually did. I think, like 2013?
12, 13?
12, yeah. One of, I think like the 5th project I think that we did was an actual 3D printed BMO using a little backpack on there. I think the battery's dead, so I can't turn it on. But
it's 8x8.
Super simple, cute little 8x8. Has the BMO face on there.
That's an animated LED face. Kind of like an emoji. It uses the Gemma, the classic Gemma, old classic Gemma.
Yeah,
with the mini USB ports.
We do have a learning guide on this. I think it's been updated to
CircuitPython?
CircuitPython, I believe. If not, it is on the list to be updated. So you can definitely check out this. All the files and the code to get this to work are still available on learn.adafruit.com. Print yourself a super cute little BMO. Does a little dance.
And wonders and sings about, yeah. All right, well, very cool.
Yay.
Adventure Time, one of our favorite shows on Cartoon Network. So it's fun to do that one first. We really like it.
I Love Doom is asking if the bare conductive ink would work. I believe it would.
Yeah, there's lots of different conductive things. Wire is another one.
The nylon as well.
Fabric tape. And some Aquatine reinforcement. Yeah, that wasn't on the list. But it's for kids, man. I was a kid watching that, though. All right. That's this week's project. And,
super simple, super easy, great for craft time with the kids. Get them inspired.
Yeah, get your students interested by, using some characters that they might like and really admire. I think it's a cool. And
you'll be seeing more from Cartoon Network and Microsoft as well.
Yeah, they already have a couple of projects. Very sweet. Very cool.
Super cool.
Lots of other projects on the Learn system, so be sure to check it out. learn.adafruit.com.
The Teen Titans, yeah. Yeah, I'm surprised that's not on there. It's been pretty popular.
I've been liking Teen Titans too.
It's really good.
I need to see the movie. It's pretty fun. All right, well, how about what are we prototyping? We are working on some stuff in the background. I'm gonna start with that one. All right, cool. So we got an Adafruit IO project that's in the works. And this is a really fun one that uses the prop maker wing. So this is a little cube, bit of a Kickstarter idea inspiration. So the idea is to be able to track time for your tasks. So tracking your tasks and tracking the time. The idea is that you got a cube and each face of the cube has a different task. So when you tilt and orient it, it'll start a new task. So here, for example, we need some coffee. We flip it over, and now we need some pizza. So that's the idea of the project. This is a 3D printed cube that has all these snap fit panels, so all the panels come out like that. And you end up with just this really nice frame that prints without any supports. And you got a USB port here, so you can power it that way. So those are the parts. This is what it looks like assembled. Working on a dual extrusion version. This is a collaboration project with Brent, who works on the Adafruit IO team. And this is just a nice box with these little dual extruded edges, because we actually want to light it up too. We think it'd be really cool if we had a NeoPixel that would light up depending on the task that is being tracked. So the main microcontroller in this project is a Feather Huzzah ESP8266. So it's connecting to Wi-Fi, it's connecting to your Adafruit IO account, and it's using a service called Zapier to talk to a Google spreadsheet. So the timestamps are being recorded and sent to Zapier, which is sending it to a Google spreadsheet so that you can time your tasks, whatever task you set it. Now we wanted to limit it a little bit. Instead of doing all sides of the cube, we just wanted to do two, so we're having two tasks. So that's why we have a purple colored panel. So the idea is that the panels could be a different color to represent the task, or you can put stickers like we had earlier to show what task is being tracked. So the prop maker wing, which is inside here, I could actually take this out here. The prop maker wing has an accelerometer built in, it has NeoPixel support, and it has a built-in amplifier. So you get all that stuff with just one FeatherWing. So here's the FeatherWing. That's the prop maker wing. It is in stock right now. We just finished a whole bunch of them, a whole batch of them. And this is it on the website. It's about 10 bucks. You get all that stuff, the accelerometer, the NeoPixel support, RGB support, and an amplifier. So you get a lot of good stuff with that. And although this isn't a real prop, it's more like a utilitarian type thing. So it's got the accelerometer, so that's how you can detect what surface it's on. And then there's a NeoPixel, 8 NeoPixel stick that's mounted to one of these panels. So you can really customize the panels and do whatever you want with them. But really, really clean. There's no free wiring. It's a JST connector for the NeoPixel, so it just literally plugs in. I can quickly disconnect this, and now I have a detachable thing. This as well is just a FeatherWing, so that comes right off. There's the ESP8266 that's attached there with these nice screws. So this is a really awesome modular project. Really like the prop maker wing, as it makes things so much easier. If we were to use breakouts, we would have like 5 breakouts.
They would be full of wires.
It would be packed, yeah. So with that prop maker wing, you get this really clean project now. This just snaps in like that. Got all these snap fits everywhere, which is pretty cool. So that's the project. Probably will be next week's project, which is pretty close. But it's pretty nice. This is a part of the Adafruit IO examples for logging data. And the Learn Guide is in the works right now. It's actually from Brent, and I'll be doing the assembly, I think, for this piece of it. So very sweet project. Yeah, I like the dual extrusion of it, because yeah, we have a single extruded version, which is like this. But you know, I wanted some edges to be glowing.
So everything can snap together.
Yeah, everything.
Everybody will be able to build this. Super cool.
Yeah, I think so.
Really useful task tracking applications with Prop Maker Wing and Adafruit IO. Really
I like
cool.
to see it adapted too. So there's a lot of different ideas, maybe to track different things. Make it battery powered, so you can track like how long your coffee press needs to be brewed and blooming, that kind of stuff. So a lot of different ideas. So in the works, it's almost done. We just gotta keep working on the guide.
Cool. I Love Doom is asking, what was the orientation frame of the dice?
Yeah, well, how did it print, right? So the orientation is right here. Is right here in this one, and there's some special chamfered edges here so that the thing prints without any support material at all. So you can see here that this opening doesn't have any overhang, and it just prints like that. I actually have to process the time lapse. So I time lapsed it, and it prints without any support, surprisingly. Just gotta orient it right. A lot of fun techniques to create this this hexagonal corner. I did a tutorial on how to do like a triangle one, but this one was a little bit more trickier. This one required some lofting in Fusion to create this shape. But we'll talk about that in the laters. But fun shape, fun project, IoT, Zapier, utilitarian time tracking cube.
It was super easy to set up. Lots of fun to get all the data flowing.
Yeah,
cool.
It's working right now. Did I mention there's a piezo on the top that gives you beeps and boops?
I don't think you did.
Yeah, there's a little piezo on top that gives you, so you not only get light, you get sound as well.
Mm-hmm.
So let's move on to the next thing. This is a really fun prop. This is a phaser from the Star Trek series. So let's go ahead and launch the website. Peter, tell me all about it.
So this is a phaser type 2. Go back. Yes. Phaser type 2 body created by Shipbrook. Always interesting to see props that are in pieces and actually fit together once printed. So giant props for that. And the design of this is super cool too. Lots of modular pieces that all go together. So I just have a little spring here to get the little action going of that. But there's more moving parts than that. We got the little knobs up here, a little knob over here. This entire thing comes off. So you can use that as the little phaser thing, or I think was it a beard shaver? This is a joke that I keep coming up with.
It's fun,
nice little retractable little thing here. You can kind of see it in the camera there, which allows this guy to snap back together. And the entire thing is all hollow, so we can stick a prop maker wing in there or a trinket. Got a nice little diffusion on the tip of the phaser there. If I go ahead and take this entire thing apart, you can see just the excellent job that went into creating a really good hollowed prop for this. If you take this out like that, you have ample room for a bunch of electronics in here. Super cool.
Excellent.
You can see how all the little pieces fit together. Huge props on designing something so intricate inside of, I believe, Blender is what he used to create all of this. Okay. Nice use of the little aligning nubs on there. If you go to close up here, you can see just how small we were able to get the detail for those little nubs to align all of the separate body parts. The really good design in terms of the handle here. This actually, I'm not going to do it now here, but you can turn it, twist, it comes right off. And it's even hollow, so you can fit your batteries inside of there. So I think I want to have it as it is, and then just add all the electronics to that. All of these are also hollow as well, so you can add more batteries and more electronics, wires, all that stuff inside there. So super cool to see people sharing really great projects like this. So definitely want to take my hand, or give it a try, add prop maker wing inside there and get some sound effects, or at least some lights going in it. Yeah. So super cool little project I want to take up on.
Yeah, good use of the spring to have the spring back on that trigger.
Oh yeah.
And let's take a quick look at the Thingiverse page. It's got some lovely photos. Looks like it's been post-processed with some color, maybe some sanding.
Actually, on the description, he says that he didn't do any post-processing. All he did was print them in different colors.
Got it. Okay. Yeah, they look great. There's a lot of notes here.
Ton of assembly instructions.
Post-processing notes here as well. Some more CAD stuff here. Assembly of the knob and such.
And definitely check out the other models and designs that he's worked on as well.
Phaser 1. The top could be changed out.
Yeah, there's a couple of different models for that.
Very cool. So again, designed by Shipbrook. It's a free download on Thingiverse. We have the link in the description. Very sweet. And yeah, we'll be working on putting some electronics in there. Excellent.
Assemble this back together. Bam.
All right.
Super cool.
Cool. I got some stuff to share. We're gonna kind of jump around a little bit. So real quick, this is I guess a part of the shop talk. I wanted to update the CAD model for the Feather Huzzah. This is the ESP8266 version. So wanted to update it with the new Fusion 360 export from EagleCAD. so that I can have a really nice model of the huzzah. So this has all the components on it, all the pinouts, and some lovely silk screen. It seemed to have worked out very well in the export. And I also got a super accurate footprint of the actual ESP8266 module. It even has the updated antenna design. This is a free CAD model that you can download from our GitHub page, our repo. This is Adafruit CAD Parts is the name of the repo, and that's the latest update. Is this awesome CAD model of the Feather Huzzah. We'll be, I guess, working on some more ESP8266 based projects, as it works very well with Adafruit IL. Also has built-in goodies like onboard LiPo charging, protection circuit for power, and native USB. So it works out really well. Great way to add Wi-Fi to your projects. And it's in stock right now. Woo! Here it is. In stock. I'm gonna sneeze. Woo! Thanks. All right, so yeah, it's in stock. It's a nice, low expense, low cost Feather with Wi-Fi. Sweet, and it's in stock. Here's a little cat animation of the thing we showed. Yeah, I had some time to animate this just to show how the assembly works, just to show Brent, like, hey, this is how it works. This was before the dual extrusion stuff happened, but you can see how you can tilt it left and right, and the reason why we limit it to just two sides is because we had it plugged in. We didn't want to have it battery powered because it will die eventually. So it's just something that sits on your desk. And animating is something, animating our assemblies is something that's both helpful for a documentation point, and it just looks cool too, to explain how the thing is assembled. So there you go. That's all part of the shop talk. Let me refer to the notes, see if I have any missing things. Yeah, I'll wait. He'll wait for the time lapse. Okay.
A lot of bear puns going on in the Discord.
Bear puns? Okay. Cool. Well,
what were we talking about?
just making sure that the shop talk segment has all the right, that we didn't miss anything.
Shop talk. I think that's it.
Yeah, we're gonna move on to
this week's community makes.
Community makes. We have some fun ones here. So Star Trek was about a bit of a community make. We also have another one, a Lego-based one.
Oh, let's actually do the time-lapse one first, actually.
All right, we do time-lapse?
Yeah. Every week on Time-Lapse Tuesday, we take a look at the awesome 3D prints going on from the community, make a time-lapse about it, show the use cases this week.
It's playing.
Spring-inspired project. I needed a new planter, and luckily this super awesome one came up. Looks like it's hovering when it's turned upside down.
Yeah, it's a sweet idea, is to print it this ways and then turn it upside down. And
yeah, I didn't have my settings for the Prusa optimized, so I had a lot of stringing. Luckily, I saw the trick, I forget, was it Maker's Maze, who showed how to use a hot air station to get rid of all those. So I set the temperature to about 180 C and used one of the smaller tip air hose nozzles to get to that. This is using the Protopasta Coffee high temperature PLA, which does really good when with annealing, which means you can heat it up and it'll get stronger. So I didn't notice it start to sag or get soft while I was doing the heating of the retraction, little blobs there. So I was able to survive, and here's what it looks like. Oh. Super awesome. I don't want to turn it too much for so the dirt doesn't get everywhere, but it looks like it's hovering. Probably, we don't have a good camera angle for that. Here we go, yeah. A nice little effect there.
Yeah, so you get some distance between the bottom of the planter and the bottom of the base. Sweet design technique.
Yeah. What else? The coffee filament printed pretty good. Just got to get your retraction settings and your temperature settings optimized so you don't get all that retraction on it. But it's a nice little test print to get, you know, set up your settings for that, and of course, as a planter.
Did you have to scale it at all?
No, this is 100%. It should fit on like even a small printer, like the inventors that we have in the shop.
That's true.
Should work out very nice. Also, I had added a little hole on the planter side, so
you did?
For drainage.
Okay.
It's
Excellent.
super cool.
Design is on Thingiverse by Lucky. So Lucky uploaded this, and it's a free download, so you can check it out. So that's this week's Timelapse Tuesday.
Super awesome.
Video is up on YouTube as well.
Another cool thing that just came through on Discord that I just noticed was a super cool stand for the Grand Central.
Oh yeah? Let's do that one. Let's see, where is it? This one?
Yep.
Yeah.
Simple little stand. Doing some programming right on it. You want to have it on your desk. You want it to make contact with any other metal. You can have it propped up on
I thought this wasn't out yet.
I saw some people on Twitter saying they got theirs, so it should be arriving to everyone.
Okay.
Pretty soon.
Sweet.
So
cool, we got some community makes still going on here. So let's jump into that. I have some stuff here. We're not done yet. Where's that Lego piece that you had? This one?
So it's a couple of different ones. So it's
Two
a
of them.
stand, which is this nice little, there's a shape.
It's a hexagon.
Hexagon shape. What's really cool, it has the tubes and the pegs
Studs.
on the other side, studs on the other side, connected to our little camera cover for your laptop computer. So I have a little Adafruit here, and then the second one is this 90-degree brick. So if you have a plate that's on the wall, you can have this standing out.
Yeah. And a little side note, that's a Statue of Liberty minifig that we got at the Lego store while visiting New York City.
Yeah, these were actually free. If you have the Lego VIP, I had enough
Great
points to just
souvenirs.
get them for free.
It comes with a magnet base as well.
Yeah, there's
with
a magnet.
New York panel on it.
A plate.
From what I hear, you can't get it anywhere else other than New York.
I don't know. Maybe
We'll see. Let us know if you guys are Lego fans. Maybe you know.
Yeah.
But that was very cool. Very nice little Lego add-on to one of our Lego projects.
And the little logos that they're holding is from 2 weeks ago's project, the Christmas tree, which has the Adafruit topper, compatible with all the Lego stuff.
And here it is on Thingiverse by Rich Makes Things. He uploaded this to Thingiverse. So very cool. You printed it with supports, I believe?
I printed with supports.
Excellent.
And it turned out great.
Yeah, print it in whatever orientation you like.
All of the...
and here's the other Lego bit, the brick. It's a 1x2 90-degree adapter.
Super cool.
Very cool. Lego, Lego, Lego. All right, let's keep on moving. This week's Community Makes, we have a wearable mini POV armband. This is a project from back in 2014 using the mini POV kit. It's a wearable kind of box that you can wrap around your shoulder if you want to kind of run and get these cool effects. The Ray Gun Blaster. This is a classic 2014 project inspired by the ray gun from the Fallout game series. It uses a trinket and the sound effects board to make a working prop that has lights and sounds. And it's been remixed here with some words and things. Very cool. iPad Pro bumper is a Ninja Flex flexible material based project. That's for the new iPad Pro 11, the 2018 iPad. Been loving my iPad, and we had to make a case for it, so we made it out of Ninja Flex. Another ESP8266 Huzzah based project. This uses the Adafruit Feather TFT FeatherWing 2.4 version, I believe, to create a weather station. This pulls the data from one of the weather APIs and displays the data nicely on your Adafruit Feather display, which is really cool. A lot of people have made this project. It's a very popular project. This came out really clean. Some people have challenged printing it because it's thin, but this looks great. Look at the Sonic in the background.
So good.
It looks excellent. The fitting works out really well. Cool.
This is such a cool project. I have a feeling we might revisit it this year at some point.
Yeah, we're going to come
wink,
out
wink,
with an all-in-one
hint, hint.
kit. Yep. Oh, we're not supposed to say it. This is a stand for the Raspberry Pi Octoprint rig that we have set up. So it's a little remix of it. The Drifter on Thingiverse posted a make of his. The Zelda Breath of the Wild video game, we made the Guardian Sword. We 3D printed that, added some NeoPixels. A lot of people still making it. This one was posted by Reiku, who posted up his, printed this on his A5X, and it works out really well. It looks beautiful.
I
parts and
actually
things.
have to reprint 2 of those blades because I broke it.
We had a lightsaber fight, and I won.
No, it was when we were cleaning the garage.
I just want to be able to think mine was stronger.
Oh no, you broke the blade saw.
Yeah,
that one.
The blade saw broke. That's right.
Easily snapped. Well, just the blades.
This is awesome. Look at this. So this is that skull that was making the rounds on Halloween. We took the model and we shelled it out using the mesh mixer from Autodesk. This person here, Jen Dit, took the model and added the snake bonnet eyes.
Ooh.
Yeah, the snake eyes bonnet for the Raspberry Pi. So there's a Raspberry Pi, and then there's 2 displays that make the eyes. And this all fits perfectly inside the skull, which I did not know. So you get this freaking awesome skull with animated eyes. There's the inside of the skull with the Pi. Looks like it's in a case already.
I think that's what my phase is going to look like, just hot glue.
Yeah.
To hold everything.
Maybe you just hold it in your hand, you walk around with it, and he asks you questions.
That's cool.
You ask it questions, and it's like, that'd be really cool. So yeah, if you want to print your own skull out, he must have remixed it, because how else would the sockets work? He must have punched that out in the Fusion or something. Maybe he cut it out. I don't know. I don't have time to read the descriptor. I'll read it later. But anyway, there's the link to it. It's in the description already. Those are all the community makes this week. They're all listed down in our description. So if you guys want to see that, check it out. Shout out to everyone. The microphone is covering your face.
Oh, I moved already.
Okay. Oh, wait, we got one more.
This is not a community make. This is a family make. I was supposed to talk about this during the make code section.
Yeah, but we like to.
But it wasn't made with make code. This is just a remake of Mike Barella's Circuit Playground talking. I forget what it was. It was like a little talk board.
Okay.
All they did was just change out the sound effects. So for school project, my son had a little train project that he had to make.
Yeah.
Of course, we went all out. Added some Circuit Playground Express, had a little amplifier in the back, used some bare conductive.
Show the other side. There's a lot of...
Oh, there's a speaker inside there. We have added a little microphone. I'll open it up in a minute. But this is a simple little Polar Express train. I think all the kids were supposed to make a train.
Yes.
They're all connected together, so he has a little string back here.
Yeah.
Of course, we went all out.
I love to point out a couple things. So these characters here are vinyl cut, and using the, what do you call it?
Cricut?
Using the Cricut, it's a smart vinyl cutter. That's me. That's a silhouette of me. So Brandy took a photo.
Actually, Gavin took these photos.
He did. That's Pedro, and that's Brandy, his wife, and that's Gavin, my nephew, Pedro's son, right there, drinking coffee. So it's absolutely personalized. This is just an Adafruit box, or maybe an Amazon box, that we cut out. And the wheels were cut using the scissors. Oh, just scissors? Okay.
Yeah.
And then hot glue, you know, to put everything together. A couple of cotton balls up in the top there to act as snow. This is one of our switches, a really nice switch, nice big beefy switch. Velcro straps for the top. And here's the inside. Let's do an overhead review. There
Take a look inside. We have a Circuit Playground on the side here. And all the connections.
Look at that. Somebody was asking about bare conductive ink.
There we go.
It works really well as a touchpad. And it lights up as well, so in the dark, you can see the windows actually are diffused because the felt diffuses the light. So you get a lit train car. It's a 4 AA battery pack that connects right into the JST port, and the speaker plugs in to an external amp. This is the PAM 8302. We love this chip. We love this amplifier. We use it in all the future boards. But if you want to add more oomph, more audio to your Circuit Playground Express, you can connect this external amplifier to pin A or A0 or A1, one of those.
It is a. Where is it?
We have a
A0.
wiring diagram in the Big Mac Soundbox project that we did with CircuitPython and Circuit Playground. But yeah, this is a CircuitPython project.
Yep, it's just a remix of Mike Barella's project.
Gavin was loving this thing. Yeah, it was the only one in his class that.
It's so loud.
It is, but
this
really
little speaker
is
super
40
loud.
millimeter,
Nice and small
speaker. It's basically a mini subwoofer. It's a trumpet speaker.
Definitely.
It's got a lot of sound
has
to
some bass in there.
Some nice techniques to keep everything in place. Some little cardboard edges here to act as like a wall. And
Nice little tip here. Because of the way the layout was, we had to take note of where the wires were so they wouldn't get in the way with the sizing of the box. So that meant that one of the triggers would either have to go underneath. We didn't want to do that because we're actually adhering this to the box with some double stick tape.
Smart.
We're just using a, what was this called?
Like
a jumper wire, yeah, to go from one pad all the way out here so you can get that last pad in there.
Very clever.
That's the way to do that. And we're just using the copper tape soldered to some silicone coated wire, and it's just meeting back up to the ink here.
Get us the blazes out of here!
Tom Hanks. All right.
So super easy little school project. This could be, of course, adapted to any other type of things that it'll need. You know, light sounds that'll definitely boost up, you know, add some flair to your projects.
Yeah. So
I'm gonna guess this is the first of many. Obviously, Gavin had fun picking out what sound effects we would put on there, doing the whole construction for this. He's only 5 years old, so you know, programming and all that doesn't, concepts of that still isn't concrete yet. But he was able to see me dragging around the, or not. This wasn't MakeCode, it was CircuitPython.
We all had our hand in it, okay? He cut some pieces out, you know, helped hot glue, helped create the string.
Actually,
you
did
gotta
all of
broke
this
them in
too.
as much as you can. You did all that too.
Yeah.
So it was a
Nice
family
little
project. We all got our shoe in, and it's super personalized because we are actually in the train as silhouettes. So that was very fun.
Super cool. Just wanted to highlight this before it was, you know,
Too late, yeah.
too late. Super cool way to flare up any school projects with CircuitPython and Circuit Playground Express. Make a super cool little train. Awesome.
Excellent. Cool. Well, that's
Yes,
near
you did.
the end of the show.
Yes, you did get an A on it.
Oh, you did?
Run through the notes, make sure I got everything this time.
Totally did.
Oh yeah, just a bunch of leftover time lapses from...
I don't have them reloaded, so I have to skip them.
Okay, we'll show them next week.
Yep. Don't forget, folks, today's coupon code, FruitWork, will get you 10% off your order. Lots of things are in stock. A lot of freebies as well. Tonight, show and tell time. It's Wednesday, folks. So that means at 7:30 p.m. Eastern time, we're going to show you guys what we're working on. And you're going to show us what you're working on.
Join
That's
us
the
and
deal.
everybody around the world to show us all the cool projects you guys are working on or what you are currently in the process of getting together for a project.
Yes. And shortly after the show and tell, we have Ask an Engineer. We were there last week. This week, we're not there. We're going to see some full hours of Martin Phil, open source hardware news, Raspberry Pi news, Arduino news, and the best news, CircuitPython on hardware.
Yes.
Yeah. New products and more, maybe even some sneak peeks. You want to win something? Stick around. You got to call Lamar, and she's going to be like, hey, what are you working on? Better be good. And if you're not, you get a free thing. But you have to call. It's very nerve-wracking. Anyway, that's the show. Thank you guys so much for joining us. We're going to be on that show and tell We're going to be in the chat room for Ask Engineer.
I think you're losing it. And then tomorrow we got John Park's workshop. Working on a really cool sequencer that you guys might have seen. It was released, I think, yesterday. Guide is live, so definitely check that out. And right after that...
What is right after that?
Oh.
John Park, man, 4 p.m. Thursday. Be there, be square. Thank you guys so much for your orders. It really helps the team. We are all here because of y'all. So it keeps working if you just buy something every now and then. So we appreciate all the things. And of course, we're going to help you out with that 10% off.
Yay.
Cool. We'll get another code later today and another code tomorrow with John Park. So check it out. All the codes. Thank you guys so much for joining us. That's going to be it for us. Till then, till next time, make sure to make a great day.
Have a great one, everybody.
Bye, folks.
See you next week.
Adios.